Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. What up to the fam? What up to everyone in Mainman Mademan's boxing forum over there on Facebook? So the results are in, fight fans. It looks like that we have a winner. Luis King Kong Ortiz defeats Charles Martin by 6-round TKO in a very, very entertaining fight. I really enjoyed this fight fans, man. Salute to both men for giving very, very valiant efforts, man. I appreciated the effort from both fighters, the strategy of both fighters, and the seriousness that both fighters took this fight with. You can see it in their performances, and you can see it how both men approached this fight leading up to this fight. Charles Martin came in this fight 9 pounds lighter than he did from his last fight fans, and he needed that because he used a hell of a lot of movement in this particular fight from King Kong. Charles Martin fought from distance for majority of this fight. He was the taller man with the longer reach, and that's exactly what he used throughout of this fight. Luis King Kong Ortiz was the guy that was looking to come forward, make it a bit closer to Charles Martin, get a little bit more to the inside, and let his punches go. Now, the thing is, though, Luis Ortiz, given that we know he's about 42 years of age, you can clearly see that his legs are not what they used to be. So him getting next to Charles Martin proved to be a challenge for Luis Ortiz. He used his jab, he doubled it, he tripled it to try to make his way to the inside. However, Charles Martin was giving him a lot of hard incoming fire, mainly a big 1-2 that was giving Luis Ortiz all kinds of problems. Whenever Luis Ortiz would make it close, he was trying to go downstairs. However, he picked it up more so in the second half of the fight, trying to go to the body, not more so in the first half. Now, as far as the actual in-rounds fights, round one, I thought Luis Ortiz was working behind the jab, more of a fill-out round, in which we seen Charles Martin go down from a slip. Charles Martin go down from a slip. And then right behind that slip, fight fans, towards the end of round one, Charles Martin knocks down Luis Ortiz with a solid 1-2. With the right hand that looked like it landed right behind the ear, right on that equilibrium. Y'all know how it usually goes. A lot of fighters don't recuperate from that shot, but Luis Ortiz did. He got knocked down in the first round. He came out in round two, in which Luis Ortiz went back to the same old thing, trying to make it to the inside, doubling and tripling up that jab. As for Charles Martin, staying on the outside, using his lateral movement, moving towards the right more of the fight, moving towards the left hand of Luis Ortiz, but he was using his lateral movement and staying on the outside. It looks like in the second round, Luis Ortiz snuck a sneaky little left hand in there that hurt Charles Martin. But however, Charles Martin stayed on his feet, kept using his range, looking for the big 1-2. We move on to round three, and we got more so the same from both fighters. Move down to round four, both men landing pretty much at the same pace at this point in the fight, where both men were at 15 punches landed in round four together. So neither man was running up the scorecards or the scoreboard in the punch stats. Both men were at 15 punches landed in round four. Charles Martin continued to use his distance, continued to pick his jab and to pick his shots when he wanted to fight, using the outside, forcing Luis Ortiz to cover real estate. And during this time, Charles Martin landed a stiff jab on Luis Ortiz in the fourth round, dropping Luis Ortiz once again, a 10-8 round for Charles Martin. Now, clearly, Luis Ortiz, who's a southpaw, and Charles Martin, who's a southpaw, well, Luis Ortiz is not normally used to fighting southpaw, so he walked into a very, very stiff, I repeat, stiff jab that dropped him. You move on to round five, Charles Martin continuously using his distance. Luis Ortiz constantly working behind the jab, looking to make it to the inside, throwing left hand jabs also downstairs from the outside, inching closer and closer. However, Charles Martin, looking like he's in phenomenal shape and looking like he had a phenomenal camp with Manny Robles, constantly kept moving. He wasn't huffing and puffing. He wasn't tiring. He didn't look like he was having no sort of stamina issues. And he was just moving on the outside, just kind of flowing on the outside, looking for the 1-2, while Luis Ortiz was inching forward. And then we get to round six, fight fans. Well, Charles Martin was kind of gliding once again. And then he ate a look like a overhand left, looked like a looping left hand that landed on him and hurt him. and he was pretty much out on his feet for the most part. He couldn't get his legs under him. He couldn't get his brains. It was rattled at that point, and Luis Ortiz started landing shot after shot after shot. During this particular flurry, Charles Martin's looked like his right hand or one of his hands got caught up in the ropes, so he wasn't able to not only defend himself, but he wasn't able to swing back on Luis Ortiz during this encounter. Luis Ortiz made the most of it, jumped on top of him, and dropped Charles Martin. Charles Martin gets back to his feet, still hurt, still wobbly, still kind of moving all over the place, and Luis Ortiz instantly jumps on him, hitting him with a flurry of punches, eventually putting down Charles Martin again. And when Charles Martin makes it back to his feet, the referee stops the fight. Charles Martin was bloodied and bruised up pretty well, particularly from more so the 6th round. Because through the first 5, I didn't see him bruised up or bleeding nearly as much as he was in that 6. So that 6th round, he took a hell of a lot of damage. Charles Martin didn't seem like he was pretty happy with the ref stepping in and stopping the fight. But it is what it is. I mean, he was taking a lot of shots, and it was hard for him to defend himself. But I do wonder if the referee, seeing Charles Martin in those moments, I know the first time maybe he didn't see that Charles Martin was swinging back or defending himself due to his hand being caught in the ropes. But the second time, the second knockdown, he wasn't defending himself neither. So I don't know, man. I think I would have liked to see it go on a little bit longer. But Charles Martin was taking a lot of punishment at that portion of the fight. And Luis Ortiz walks away with the 6th round TKO. Now, the thing is this, fight fans. What happens for Luis Ortiz? Well, we all know that he needed this win to keep his name alive at the top of the heavyweight division. Luis Ortiz needed this win. Now, so did Charles Martin. Charles Martin, though he gave a valiant effort tonight, and who knows, maybe his stock could be possibly pretty high. And I don't know about y'all, fight fans, but I had Charles Martin up at the time of the stoppage. Maybe this performance keeps his stock high and he continues to get fights around the heavyweight division. Where he goes, only time will tell. Given that Charles Martin has already fought Anthony Joshua, and now he's taking losses to Anthony Joshua and Adam Kalnaki, and now we see Luis Ortiz beating him, I just don't know. I mean, maybe you can still get him in there with the Andy Ruiz, or maybe still get him back in there maybe for a Kalnaki rematch or something to that effect. But I like Charles Martin. He's a good character. He showed a lot of heart tonight. And I see his dedication that showed also in his training camp, and it played out in the fight tonight. I like him, man, and I hope he does hang around, and we'll see where he goes. So this is a good scrap for both men, fight fans. Entertaining fight all day. Very impressed with both men's effort in this fight, and I do leave this fight very entertained. Thumbs up on the way out. We'll talk more about this on the next live stream. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Share, and rock those bells, man. Very entertaining fight, and hats off to both men. Luis Ortiz getting the 6th round TKO over Charles Martin. To the next video. Peace out.